Hello, my name is Juanita Polsky.
Hi, my name is Celia Polsky, and I would like to interview you on your experiences as a Hispanic student in a public school. So, my first question is, what type of teachers did you have?
When I was growing up in the elementary level, we most of all the teachers were women first, women. Men were the administrators. They were the principals, assistant principals, and PE coaches. That's basically all men. Everybody else was women. The cafeteria were women. The custodians were women. Very few men custodians at that time. Oh no, most of the men were custodians. They were men. There were no women custodians. I don't remember any. And the teachers were mostly white, which are Anglo-Saxon.
Okay. My question too was, how did you think of having all white teachers affect you on your outlook on being Hispanic?
Uh, when I was little, 5, 6, when I started in kinder and first grade, whatever, uh, they didn't let us, first of all, we could not speak any Spanish. We could only speak English. If we spoke Spanish, we would get spanked. We would get hit with rulers it's because we couldn't speak Spanish. We could only speak English to each other. There was corporal punishment when I was growing up. So we got spanked for if the teacher if we were misbehaving. The teacher sent us to the principal, and we got spanked. If we were talking out of line and we got spanked. There was, of course, you couldn't push, you couldn't hit or anything because we got spanked, and it was male principals at that time. So we got hit by a male, not a female. Only male hit us, spanked us.
Hitting on speaking. Could you speak like only English or Spanish when you went to high school in an upper grade level?
No, when we got to high school, we could already speak Spanish to each other. Because in high school,
Also English too?
English and Spanish, it didn't matter. In middle school, it was lax. We would, when we were in the courtyard or whatever, we spoke Spanish, but the teachers weren't there. In elementary schools, the teachers are always with you. The only time they leave you off is when you went to PE. But they didn't allow us really to speak Spanish to each other. They wanted us to speak English so that we could learn. Actually, that was their mentality. It's like, you need to speak English so that you can learn English. So no Spanish. It's weird.
So, like you said that your force disciplined you, so
It was corporate punishment. It's called corporate
so
punishment.
did the discipline continue on to your older days?
No.
That's that type of discipline.
No.
It changed?
It changed.
Um,
Also, when we were in elementary, since we had basically all Anglo-Saxon women teachers, white women, they changed our names. So I became Janie from the age of 5 or 6. I became Janie. So I was Janie all the way till 30. So I was 30 years old. And once I went to college at 30, and I took a Mexican American history class or something like that. It was something that's when I turned back to Juanita. So now when I say my name is Juanita Polsky instead of Janie Polsky. And for everybody that I knew from elementary, middle school, or high school does not know me as Juanita. They know me as Janie. So when they see me, I see them at the mall, I see them wherever I see them, they call me Janie because they knew me as Janie because the teachers would change our names. So Jose would be Joe, and Deborah would be Debbie, Juanita would be Janie, Jesus would be Jesus.
So when you went to college, like they told you, no, it's Juanita.
No, they told us about our history and how that happened and how our names got changed. Every single one of my friends, I know their names in English, not in Spanish.
What was your favorite class in any of your grade level?
I was pretty good in school, but I was mostly influenced by my PE coach. That's why I guess I became a PE coach, because my PE coach was a young Hispanic male. He was, I guess, one of the few Hispanic males they got at that time, Mr. Roy Alanis, and very successful man. At the end, he became an administrator. he was real innovative. He brought us music and we would dance, all type of music. He taught us Mexican, of course, we're Mexican. Mexicans taught us dance guapangos and cumbias, and then he taught us square dancing, and then he taught us all these dances, the chicken dance, all these dances that we would have never heard of or done. So he taught us that. But the most important thing that changed in PE was that we did not learn the basics of anything. We did not learn the basic of sports. The basic, like, we didn't know anything about volleyball, basketball. They didn't teach us any basic skills. What they taught us was basically calisthenics. Calisthenics is push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, squats, lunges, mountain climbers, and of course we ran a lot. They ran us so much. It was amazing how much we ran. But it was easy for us to run because that's what we did. In the barrio, all we did was run. Run in the woods, run.
So my last question is to you is, what do you feel is the biggest change from you were in school to now?
It's 360, complete 360, because now you can speak English or Spanish or whatever language
and it help you out.
Speak,
yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter the language. If somebody understands you, if you're Chinese and you find another Chinese person and you want to speak Chinese, nobody's going to tell you anything. So you can speak whatever language you want. There's no more corporate punishment. Now you get detention and they give you a pencil. Go back to class. ISS. Yes, get a pencil, go back to class. I'm a PE teacher, I know. What else? And the majority of teachers now are Hispanic. In my school, where I teach now at Keller Elementary, I've been there for 9 years, going on 10, there is no Anglo person, no white. I'm the only one with an Anglo name, Polsky, but I'm Mexican. But other than that, everybody's Hispanic. Principal, assistant principal, facilitator, dean of instruction, everybody is Mexican, basically. Mexican American, descent.
Okay, thank you for your information and participating in this interview.
I can go run now.